Welcome to Cook with Joy. I'm Joy Kelly, and this is my favorite cooking show. I hope it's becoming your favorite cooking show.
My favorite cooking show.
Every week I try to bring you vegan, all plant-based, gluten-free recipes that are going to really change the way you and your family eat. You're going to have fun, you're going to entertain, and you're going to really have your friends see that eating a plant-based diet can be easy and delicious. In this season, we've been kind of focusing on recipes that other people have been creating, and I've really been so delighted to stumble upon two websites, betterbean.com and HeidiHo.com. Better Bean is, of course, beans, and they've got a wonderful story. You should go to their website and read about it. I really, really like this product. If you're going to use an already made bean, I think this is one of the best ones out there. And then Heidi Ho is something that I'm just learning about actually because of Better Bean. I stumbled across some of their recipes, and the recipe we're going to make today was a collaboration of the two companies together. So this is actually my first recipe that I chose for this season because it looked super fun, super easy, and I thought all of my watchers would really like this recipe. Let's get started. For many of us, we find it easy to eat a plant-based diet at home, but when we're thinking about making a dish to bring to other people or a party or going out or something like that, we're kind of stumped and we don't know how to make the food that we're eating be fancy. This is a fancy, fun, plant-based recipe. And it's basically a layered dip, and we're going to put them in today we're going to use little plastic cups like this. On the recipe, I saw little cute shooter glasses. I don't have any of those, and I also wondered if you could use the chip to get in there, so I'm not going to go there today. We're going to start out very simply. We're going to use the Better Bean dish. Now, they asked for Cuban beans, and I'm using their roasted chipotle red beans. I don't know if it's going to make much of a difference. The Whole Foods where I live didn't carry the Cuban beans. So we're going to start out with these. And in the bottom, we're going to layer the beans. This is so easy. It's kind of criminal. Now, if you wanted to, you could heat the beans up. But because we're thinking about, are these transportable for holidays and for 4th of July is coming up, Memorial Day, all of that, I think this is easier. And then after that, we're going to use guacamole. Now, once again, you could make your own guacamole. But for ease, you can just buy this at Trader Joe's or Costco, and we're going to add the pre-made guacamole to the bottom.
Matches your dress.
It totally matches my dress. It's actually a shirt, but it totally matches it. And we're going to layer that there. Okay. Look at how pretty that's getting. So you just kind of want to make it be a little bit even. This is going to be kind of a large appetizer. I can see that using those small shot glasses would be better. The next layer we're going to put in is corn. And corn, as you've heard me talk about before, is so great for blood pressure. It's got tons of fiber in it. A lot of people get worried about corn being fattening because they put tons of butter on it. That's what makes it fattening. Corn itself is not fattening. So I cut this off of the cob. Actually, Derek did that for me. But you could also use canned corn. And
I tried to until you took it away from me.
We're going to add a handful of corn. It's getting really, really pretty, like that. So we'll just flatten that out a little bit. And then over the top, this is the Heidi Ho part, this is the cheese. Now, it also called for their creamy cheese. I'm using their spicy chia seed cheese just because I wanted to add that extra punch. We'll see if we like it. And I'm going to put that over the top. I've melted it. And we're going to layer that over the top. Now, chia seeds are fantastic for you. If you've never tried a chia seed, you can put these into smoothies. But having a cheese that's made out of them, not only are you avoiding the dairy and having a cruelty-free cheese, you're actually doing something fabulous for you. So we're going to put that on the top. And then our final thing is going to be putting the salsa on. Now I'm using salsa especial, which my friend David Hernandez makes, and he's now come out with his own brand label that you can get. It's shelf stable, and I think it's called Mama Hernandez or something like that. I'll find out and I'll tell you next time. But I like this fresh salsa because it's fresh. I'm going to top it with the salsa, and then I want to garnish it, and I'm going to use a tortilla chip. These are baked. They're gluten-free. They're awesome. They're made by a company I'm not really familiar with, Milton's. I'll have to look them up. But I'm going to stick one chip in the center just for decoration, maybe two. Oh, maybe not.
We can just throw them on the counter.
These baked chips are not holding together so much. I need a whole chip, man. I need a couple of good ones. So I think what I'm going to do is just stick a few in the top, which they're going to need a few anyway. And then what else does this need, Derek? I think it needs some cilantro.
Margarita?
No, margarita would be good, but let's put some cilantro on it, and I've got some out in the Tower Garden, so let's head out there and I'll get some cilantro, and the whole thing will be done. I think it's looking pretty good. What do you think?
Love it.
Does it look great?
Looks like art.
Let's get some cilantro. So there's nothing like fresh herbs when you're cooking, and I love having my Tower Garden for that very thing. So this dish is using cilantro, and I can just come out here and pick as much or as little as I need. If I need more, I can come out and get more, so that way I don't ever have too much of any herb and it doesn't go bad. So come on in and let's add this to the dish. So fresh cilantro, wow, this stuff it smells so different. When you get fresh herbs that you've grown yourself, there's such a difference. Cilantro is excellent for you. If you are a woman over the age of 40 going through menopause, you have heavy metals from your bones leaching into your bloodstream. Cilantro will help you process that better. So cilantro in a green drink, cilantro in something like this is really great. We're just going to use it as a decoration on top, but we could chop this up if we wanted to. The salsa that I used has cilantro in it, but you could just do it like this. Now, I just want to talk about my rating of this as a recipe. I haven't tasted it yet, but I can't imagine that it doesn't taste delicious. What I will say is that the way I have the picture posted on my website of how they did it in the little shot glasses, it's really adorable, but I can't figure out how they would get the tortilla chips into the little shot glasses. So I liked this idea better, but this is too much for a single serve. So maybe what I would need to do is make it smaller layers in a cup like this. What do you think, Derek?
I don't know. I'm pretty hungry. I think I could eat all that.
You think you could eat all this? Maybe if we found, what you got to do is you got to have the pretty layers, but you also have to have it wide enough that someone could actually eat it. So I don't know, you decide, try it out, let me know, comment on my website, comment on my Facebook page, but most importantly, make sure that you tune in every week for our episodes of Cook with Joy.